is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The give on the option. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Clemson will send the punt team out. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the...
Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. A high kick trying to pen them deep. Fair catch called for and take. At the 30-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Pulls it, fires to the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Quickly complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Wide open spaces. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The throw. Got his man on the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Grab behind the line. It's Brown. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, of course...
Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. He'll take a shot. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. Down in distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And the returner will be knocked down. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We'll send the tight end in motion. It's caught. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He finds a soft spot in the middle. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To the air, it's Castellanos. Makes the catch, it's White.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
The Knowles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Tight ends are security blankets for quarterbacks, especially in situations like that, right? You don't need a lot of yards. Just find the big fella, put it on him, get the first down.
The Seminoles are marching down the field. Finding an escape route. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down, Kyle.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got a little space. And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. gain on that one, and it goes. As the penalty will back them up. And the Noles will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll call for the fair catch at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Forced out of the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on the draw. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Caught in the backfield, it's Randall. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Castellanos. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. Finds a tight end. And tackled there by the defense.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 6.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Seminoles line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Got some room, headed to the goal line.
love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oregon State somehow, some way, found a way there in Corvallis and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
Tying it on! And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Across the 45. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Still running at the 40. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Gets it out quickly.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Florida State, 10. Clemson, 7.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For